Howdy, practical patriots and practical preppers out there. Gross out Texas. Hey, some of y'all been waiting for this video because you've picked up on the Easter eggs and the subliminal messages. Well, here it is. I went to a gun show and I picked this up. This is a Palmetto State Armory Jakl. This is a pistol, 10.5-inch barrel, a folding stabilizing brace, and of course I had to put my own essentials on here. But I picked this up from a real nice gentleman that I happened to bump into. His name is Michael Wong over there in Hutto, Texas, which is close to where I live, not too far away, Central Texas area. And he owns AIM 7 Tactical. He's there on specific days, so please, if you want to do business with him, and I suggest you do because you can't go wrong with Michael, all right? Just get a hold of him, and he will do you right because he did me right with this firearm. Now, that said, a little backstory behind this. What I was looking for was, okay, I admit, I was looking for an AK chambered in 5.56. Cost of AKs now these days, I knew I was going to be sacrificing about 1,200 bones. Other requirements I had was it had to be piston operated. It had to be able to take mags, that I already had. Didn't want to have to buy anything extra, different, or anything like that. So, got that. I also had to be able to take whatever cheap ammunition I could find. This being Palmetto State Armory's ammunition also. Plus, to kind of throw in an extra bone there, I decided to pick up some of the cheapest ammunition that I could find at my local academy. That said, that was my requirement. It had to be modular so I could fit optics and whatever else like light and whatever accessories I wanted to put on there. And takedown had to be easy, so like any other AR lower, just pull that pin out there. This part right here, push in until it releases. Remove the recoil spring. Let me try to do this without knocking the camera around. And that just slides right out of that. Look at that. Does that not look familiar? Long stroke piston system. Disassembly of the bolt carrier group is relatively easy. Check out my high-speed tool here. Just remove the carter pin. Firing pin slides out. Cam pin, and then there's your bolt. To reassemble the bolt carrier group, just put your bolt back in there. Make sure your hole is aligned, which direction the firing pin is going to go. Put that in there. Firing pin, and put your carter pin, just drop it right in there and push it down in there. That's that. It's ready to go back in the rifle. Going to try to do this for you so you can see. Make sure that this is all aligned right here. Your bolt is all the way forward. You drop it in here. Get all that aligned. And it should just drop right in there. And then take your recoil spring. Make sure this part right here is up. Going to apologize for the lighting. Push that forward, let it ride this rail, let it ride this top part up there, and it will find that hole and catch. Just so you know that this is not a Palmetto State Armory lower. This one is an Aero Precision lower. This is the Texas model. Lone Star State, cut in there. Michael thought it was pretty appropriate that I get this one, and I really appreciate it. The thing you do need to know is if you use a standard AR lower, that you will have to change out some parts. You will notice there's no buffer tube in this one. You will have to get this cap put on. And I believe that the mag release mechanism has got to be changed. So just be aware of that. If you're familiar with taking a strip lower or working on your own lowers, this should not be too much of a problem for you. But just transparency, y'all, this is not a Palmetto State Armory lower. This is an Aero Precision Model Texas lower. The Jakl has an adjustable gas system. This way you can fine-tune your firearm to the ammunition that you prefer. Now that said, what I did, I went to the range and I completely closed the gas system off by turning it clockwise to the right. I would load one round into the mag, load that in the firearm, and fire it downrange. Now, as long as it's cycled completely, meaning that the bolt went back and locked to the rear, I would come back to the adjustable gas system and I would turn it to the left, one click, counterclockwise. And I kept repeating, using one round in the mag until it didn't completely cycle. Then I turned it back to the right, clockwise, one click. Again, this adjusts to the type of ammunition that you're using. Let's head out to the range and see how well this thing can pass all my tests for a Homestead Defender firearm. Now, I want you to notice something, y'all. Maybe somebody else pointed this out, but watch, see the silver right there? That's the piston rod. Watch this. So, you know, on an AK, you've got a gas tube and everything, all right? This is open. Kind of makes me wonder how well it's going to work in my inclement weather tests. But let's load up some ammunition and shoot it down range. I just want to see how well it functions, how the brass flies, a few other things. A little bit of accuracy. We'll go down after we're done. Stand by. First ammo I want to try is this AAC ammo. Okay, 55 grain, 5.56. Let's see how well she runs. Just a habit from the military, y'all. All right, just a few shots. Cycled the AAC ammunition really well. Not really looking to see where all the brass fell. Let me get this one round out of here. All right. Alrighty. Let's try some of this Monarch Brazilian ammunition here. Cycled the even cheaper stuff even better. Well, not well, back up. Really well, okay? All right, let's get this round out of here. You know, it may take a few boxes of ammunition to break these things in, but this is working really well. I had tuned the gas tube over here to work with this ammunition, so far so good. Let's take a walk down range and see how well we hit. Stand by. Not bad. Let me get my shadow out of the way here. Wanted to get this video done before it got too hot. Again, size of my thumb, size of my fist. Back it up a little bit. I did have one over here. Not bad. Not too bad. Let's try to do an environmental test. The brass kind of stayed pretty much confined to this area. One on the bucket over there. Didn't seem to spread out, or just kind of stayed pretty much confined in this area, regardless of the brand. And then you mind your own business. You know, coyote got loose or something like that, predator on the farm, and then you go outside and it's a cloudburst. You know, for those of you who live in Central Texas or ever been here before, you know that rain does go sideways sometimes. All right. And then all of a sudden, it's fall in the pond. Because it does happen. Tell me it doesn't happen. Just a habit I have, again, from being in the military. Open that thing up. All right? Open it up. All right, let's take her out to the range, see how well she does. All right, let's see how she does. Try to use as much safety as I can, okay? Hold on here. Gotta have my fingers for my other job. All right. there's proof right there. All right, so far so good. So something I noticed when I was cleaning and drying it out and everything, getting your relubed, is you hold the receiver up upside down, take your bolt carrier group upside down. She seems to just kind of gliding her a lot better. Same thing with your recoil spring, all right? Notice how I'm holding this, guys. Please don't pinch any fingers or anything like that or hurt yourself. But safety first, safety always. Same thing. Just kind of let the rod go in there. Push it. Goes together really well. So in conclusion, here's my thoughts about the Palmetto State Armory Jakl. You know, it completely filled the bill of everything that I was looking for my other homestead defense firearm. Fires 5.56 ammunition. It takes existing mags I already had, long stroke piston, modular, so I can add optics without having to, you know, buy extra parts for it. That said, somebody asked me, hey Johnny, for 1,200 bones, can I get a direct impingement rifle? I said, yes, you can. Direct impingement, anything for that matter, 1,200 bones. But the question comes down to, which do you trust more? Do you trust a long stroke piston system, or do you trust a direct impingement? One thing that makes me cringe is when I hear other YouTubers say, well, direct impingement is all you'll ever need. Well, then I will ask them, how do they know what it is that you need? How do they know what environment that you're shooting in? How do they know what it is you're going to use the firearm for? You know, the environment, the conditions, whatever the case may be. Truth is, the only person that can make that decision is you. All right? So that said, this definitely fills the bill for what I'm looking for. If there's any issues, I will definitely make a video and let you know. I'm truly inspired to call Palmetto State Armory and tell them how good of a firearm I think this is. And I will let you know how that conversation goes in another video. Until then, questions, comments, leave them below. I'm Johnny Practical Nurse, out here.